Good morning. Welcome to First Church of Religious Science. Welcome to everyone who's here on this wonderful Sunday morning gathering on this very large Zoom call. And a special welcome to all of you who are watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. For those who started your day with us with our meditation, and for all of you who will be listening this afternoon and tomorrow. This church was founded by the visionary Raymond Charles Barker and inspired by the teachings of Louise. It's a place where we come together to explore, to learn, to grow. We meet every Wednesday evening for our creative living gathering, and every Sunday evening at 7 o'clock for our transformative class based upon the book You Can Heal Your Life. Louise was our famous student here, and we've been carrying on her work ever since. All of our programs are offered freely, meaning we accept love offerings, but there's no charge for anything we do. If you look at the chat that's on the Zoom call or on the social platform, there's options there to support the center. So this morning we're going to be talking about cultivating more bliss, inner bliss. You've heard said in so many lessons, the kingdom of God is at hand. Potentially, you could be experiencing bliss in each and every new moment. So let's contemplate how we might cultivate a greater sense of bliss. First, understanding happiness. Charles Fillmore once said, "We will increase whatever we praise." So think about that. It's kind of like gratitude is causative. We will increase, Fillmore said, whatever we praise. So let's praise the health that we have. Let's praise our friends. Let's praise every good deed. Let's praise everything. The kingdom is at hand. Edwina Gaines was a teacher that I used to be very fond of. I still am. And she would tell the students that we're here to see the God in the good, and the good in the God. She would use those terms interchangeably. And she would be teaching us, as practitioners of this teaching, what our focus is. We're here to see everything. We're here to see God in all. We're here to see Spirit in all. We're here to understand that we live in it, we move in it, we have our being in it. So the whole of creation responds to what we praise. So if we're projecting negativity, it will respond to that as well. But we're too smart. We're not going to do that. The whole of creation responds to praise and is glad. The scriptures said. In essence, we have become, with this teaching, the cheerleaders of life. We're here to celebrate every good thing, every positive step that we make, every step we make on our journey. We're here to celebrate it, acknowledge it, and we're here to do that for other people as well. So we're the champions, we're the cheerleaders. We're here to see the good, the beauty, and the goodness that's all around us. Now, as we go back to our founding fathers in America, we have Thomas Jefferson, who in the Declaration of Independence declared that we all have certain inalienable rights, among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I wish I knew that when I was younger. We have these inalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So you're here to live life and to be free and to pursue happiness, and without being burdened. This idea resonates deeply today, reminding us that we are here to learn, to love, to express our uniqueness, and to evolve. Philosophers, researchers alike have long debated the very keys to happiness. Everyone has different ideas. Today, I'm going to use positive psychology because it suggests that happiness can be cultivated through three main avenues. Positive psychology says if you have your basic material resources covered, enough to cover your basic needs, such as food, clothing, and shelter, and your health is good, that will free you up to pursue the things you love. In New Thought, we think of prosperity as having plenty to use, plenty to share, and plenty to spare. Imagine the peace of mind that would come from knowing all your needs are met. Think about a time in your life where you remember feeling really good financially, where you felt very secure. That sense of relief and freedom is the foundation. It's the place you want to start from, where you know you're supplied and supported in every way. And that will allow you to focus on your passions and your dreams. So feel that abundance and let it fill your heart now. The second most important thing the positive psychologist would note would be to have relationships that are fulfilling. This could be with friends, it could be family members, or it could even be your connection with Source, your connection with God. These bonds will definitely enrich your life, and they're very important. Now, our social needs vary quite a bit, but the pursuit of meaningful connections is a universal need. You might recall in a moment where you felt really connected with another person. It could be a very close friend. It could be a partner. Perhaps it was even a deep conversation you had with somebody, or a family gathering or series of gatherings. Remember those moments. These connections provide us with support, joy, and a sense of belonging. Cherish those memories and cherish those moments as they occur, and strive to create more of them. Third, understanding our place in the world and feeling that we are part of something larger brings great stability and peace. I think that's one of the great benefits of this teaching, is we understand that we are individualizations of this energy, and we understand that we're part of something much bigger than ourselves. Each of us are points of awareness within the mind of God, or points of awareness within the heart of God, however you might want to language it. So we understand we are one with the one. We know that we are individualizations of this one energy. We know that there's power for good and we can use it. We know that life responds to us. And so with that knowledge, we strive to do better. We strive to think bigger thoughts. We do our best to lift our sights higher and higher. And we have the willingness to trade in the lesser ideas for greater. So having a spiritual connection, whatever form it takes, helps us find a sense of belonging. You might picture yourself now as a part of a vast interconnected web of life, a light. Each strand of light is supporting the other, creating a beautiful, harmonious whole. Envision the stability and peace that comes from knowing you are part of this grand thing, this amazing, energetic one. Even with these keys, the keys I've just mentioned, true happiness comes from within. Our thoughts and our beliefs shape all of our experiences. Our thoughts and beliefs are very powerful. You'll learn that in class after class. Louise would say, every thought we think is creating our future. As we explore this in our classes, we learn that our minds hold the power to transform reality. So there's no such thing really as idle thoughts. All thought is creative, so we want to remember that. Let's begin to embrace the idea that we have this transformative power and begin to use it more creatively so we can create a life that's filled with joy and fulfillment. Let's take a moment now to internalize these ideas. You might close your eyes again for a moment, breathe deeply, and let us recognize this truth. There is one power and presence, an omnipresent source of love and wisdom. Again, one power and presence, an omnipresent source of love and wisdom. As we connect with this power, we release any buried issues. Release them now. Knowing that we are one with this loving presence, we have everything we need. Affirm with me, I release all that no longer serves me. I embrace this new moment with open arms, knowing all is well. I am powerful, I am present, and I am at peace, and so it is. So the next point I want to get into is how we sustain this joy, this enthusiasm, because we're wanting to cultivate inner bliss. We've attracted many hundreds of people here at the center, thousands over the past few years. People are looking for a positive message and have embraced our teachings with enthusiasm. When they first hear of all that's possible, and they first hear of the law of attraction, they're filled with excitement, thinking, this is it. This is the answer for me. And it definitely can be it. It can be the answer for you. But the question is, Barker asked this many years ago, where are they 2 weeks or 2 months later? Where's the joy? Where's the happiness? Where's the excitement? The thrill of what's possible? It still exists in truth. See, that's the thing, is the kingdom is always at hand. It exists as the great reality for each and every one of us. But it may not be in any individual's experience. And why is that? What happens? Well, the thing is, we provide amazing tools and teach you how to be your own practitioner, so you can use the tools to lift yourself to places that you've never been before. But to sustain that, to live in that consciousness, with positive expectancy, you have to do the effort. You have to do the spiritual work. So if you stay at it, if you just are loving to yourself, if you just, Louise Hay would say, never, never, never criticize yourself. But she would encourage you to stay the course, right? So for those of you who regularly plug in, and for those of you who do your affirmative prayers, and those of you who stay at it, you're lifting yourself up and up. And there is a quickening that happens for those of you who stay at it. Many people don't stay at it. They want something quick, quick and easy. The thing about anything that's good, it comes with a certain amount of application. So I'm inviting you to keep doing what you're doing. Those of you who are tuning in regularly, keep working with your affirmations. Passion is the thing that drives the bus, so to speak. So when you learn to do your affirmative prayers and your affirmations, do them with a feeling. So if you stay at it, you're going to continue to have demonstrations. You're going to start having demonstrations. That's the work. Staying at it, or as one of my British friends always says, stay the course, even when you don't feel like it. Our teaching offers so much. It's the best kept secret of the age, is what was told to me by Reverend Bill Cameron many years ago. He said, God in you, the hope of your glory. He said, people have been searching for this higher power throughout antiquity. And it's the place you're always going to find it, is right there within you. So we've had in religious science countless success stories of people who have rebuilt their lives, healed their lives, who have moved from negative circumstances to positive circumstances, who've moved from illness to health, from dire financial circumstances into abundance. Demonstrations abound in this teaching, because life is always responding to you. And it proves to us that life, the teaching works. And as when we talk about divine principle, that's a term we use in religious science. We say principle is not bound by precedent, meaning this thing we call God is not bound by anything. If you have faith, faith will move mountains. So it doesn't matter if you failed at something 100 times. That's the history. You can be in a new moment, and you can have new faith, and you can have success. You can have healing. There's nothing holding you back except what you really believe. So we've had lots of success stories, lots of people who have had positive demonstrations in every area. Dr. Raymond Charles Barker noted that those people who practice consistently will definitely see the results. He didn't live long enough to see the complete impact of one of his most famous students, namely Louise Hay, whose book was published in 1984. And it went on to be such a huge success worldwide. She touched people, bigger than the movement itself. I'm sure he would have been thrilled by it, though. So the peace of God is available to us. This bliss that we're talking about we can acquire it, we can experience it now. We all want inner bliss. That's what we're talking about today, actually. We want to learn how to cultivate it. Affirmations, positive thinking, affirmations are always a good place to start. Here's one for you. Repeat after me. I'm committed to my journey. I'm committed to my happiness. I use the tools I have been given to create joy and abundance in my life. So you can repeat that one. I am committed to my own journey. I'm committed to my happiness. I use the tools I have been given to create joy and abundance in my life. So there's a lot of practicing. Practice, practice, practice. I remember being told that endlessly. So if we want to embrace our divine potential, the first thing to understand is that we're each inlets and outlets of divine activity. So you are an individualization of this thing. You're an inlet of it. You're an outlet of it. You are greater than you could ever possibly know or realize. Each of us are unique expressions of the infinite with unlimited potential for joy, love, and creativity. This divine presence flows through us, empowering each and every one of us to create a life of fulfillment and happiness. As Ernest Holmes said, life is a mirror and it will reflect back to the thinker what he or she thinks into it. Your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions shape your reality. When you align with the truth of your divine nature, you open yourself up to infinite possibilities and wonderful demonstrations. I want to share a story of one of our members that comes to mind today. Someone who came to us a few years ago feeling lost and very disconnected. She attended our Thursday class and began practicing affirmations and regularly releasing thoughts and beliefs that were unneeded. I spent a lot of time with her myself. Slowly but very surely, she noticed changes in her life. She found a new job because she had been working for quite a while, a job that she liked. And somewhat amazingly to her, she reconnected with two family members who had not been part of her life for over 20 years. Members who had been arguing with her for a long time. But most importantly, her name was Jane. Jane described herself as a worrier. She always worried. Everybody in her family was always talking about what they're afraid of. The most important demonstration was that she found inner peace as a result of working this teaching, learning how to center herself and know that all is well, taking a pause. As I think back on her today, her story is a testament to the way the teaching works, the power of this teaching when it's applied consistently. She's somebody who stayed the course. She often quoted me back in many of the quotes that I use of Louise Hay that you hear me say every week. I can hear her saying, I release the past, I release the past, I forgive everybody, I forgive everyone. So today, think about your own life. Is there any area where you feel disconnected? Any place where you feel you need to forgive somebody or you feel that you're hanging on to a resentment or a negative thought? Is there any place in your life where you feel unfulfilled? Just think about it. Anything comes to mind. If so, imagine applying these principles and experiencing a transformation like this lady did. You have the power within you to create the life you desire. There's nothing and no one holding you back. So let's contemplate for a moment your divine potential, because as you do this, I'm trying to lead you towards inner bliss. Let's contemplate your divine potential, which is limitless, knowing that you have within you intelligence, and you have power, and you have the ability to do, and you have that which is within you that knows how to bring you there. So let's contemplate this power and embrace the truth that you're capable of incredible, incredible things, much more than you could even possibly realize, and that your life is filled with limitless possibilities. So let's meditate on that for a moment. I'm one with the one. I'm filled with limitless possibilities. I'm one with creative intelligence. I'm one with all that there is. And as we close our eyes or Just take a deep breath and affirm, I am a divine expression of infinite potential. Yes, I am a divine expression of infinite potential. I'm greater than I realize. I release the need to think otherwise. I am one with the one. I am a divine expression of infinite potential. And now say to yourself, I open myself up to the flow of divine wisdom. Again, I open myself up to the flow of divine wisdom, love, and joy. Can you feel that? I open myself up to the flow of divine wisdom, divine love, and joy. And now you might say to yourself, I embrace my unique path. I embrace my unique path and I trust in the unfolding of my highest good. Take that in. I embrace my unique path and trust in the unfolding of my highest good. And now I am a powerful creator of my reality. Yes, you are. Say to yourself, I am a powerful creator of my reality. And I welcome all blessings that the universe has to offer. I welcome every single blessing. And so it is. So now I want you to consider embracing the subconscious mind. We hold the remarkable power to influence our happiness by understanding that the subconscious mind governs our experience, much of our experience. When Ernest Holmes says there's power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it, that's what he was talking about. He was talking about the fact that we hold remarkable power to influence our happiness by understanding that the subconscious mind is governed or governs much of our experience. So we want to program our subconscious mind with positivity, and we want to release negativity. This realization grants us the ability to choose happiness consciously. Since we understand our subconscious mind governs much of our experience, this realization, once again, grants us the ability to choose happiness consciously. Keep choosing happiness. Keep knowing I can see peace instead of this. I can see joy instead of this. You know, misery is optional. So when you find yourself going into these states of consciousness where you're seeing and talking about things that are unpleasant or not healthy, understand the subconscious mind governs your experience. This very realization grants us the ability to choose happiness consciously. So I'm inviting you to begin to see happiness, to choose to see the God or the good in each and every encounter. Know that it's a holy encounter. Ernest Holmes wisely noted, some suffer and some are unhappy according to the way they contact life and how they approach it. So what's he saying when he said some people suffer and are unhappy according to the way they contact life, how they are approaching life? You know, I'm maintaining if you approach life seeing it through a positive lens, seeing the God and the good, you won't be suffering. He's talking about people suffering and they're unhappy according to the way they contact life, how they approach life. Louise would ask, what are you approaching the ocean of life with? Is it with a great amount of trust? What's in your bucket? Is your container, filled with positive expectancy? So what they're both saying, Louise Hay and Ernest Holmes, is our perception and our attitude towards life shape our emotional and mental state. It's about what you bring to the table. Are you going to be happy over there? It depends. Are you happy here? Because you're going to bring you with you. Our perception and our attitude towards life shape our emotional and mental state. In our teaching, we emphasize that we need not fear a God or a devil, as there is no devil in the way we may think. Instead, we understand spirit to be pure love, intelligence. We understand it to be the loving energy that's in everything and connects us with everything. This energy, this divine energy, is ever present. It's in every encounter, it's in every person, it's in you, and it's guiding us if you allow it to. We invite it into our hearts and our minds, and it will lead the way. There is that which is within you that knows and always shows the way if you allow it to. When we practice our teaching and cultivate a heightened awareness of this omnipresent loving energy, all these dichotomies of good and evil and right and wrong begin to dissolve. We realize that these concepts are simply constructs of the mind, meaning we make them up. In this awareness that God is all that there is, that we live, we move, we have our being in this divine energy, we transcend dualities and we step into a state of inner peace. Problems that once seemed insurmountable lose their grip on us. We refuse to be offended. We experience a profound sense of serenity. We know life is unfolding in divine order. To anchor ourselves in this understanding, we can use powerful mantras and affirmations. One such from another spiritual text that I love is, the peace of God is my one goal, my purpose, my function in my life. Or said another way, the peace of spirit is my one goal, my purpose, my function, my life. By internalizing and regularly repeating this particular affirmation, we align our subconscious mind with the higher truths of being, knowing that we're one with the one, knowing that all is well, knowing that everything's unfolding perfectly. This alignment naturally brings forth happiness, as we recognize that we're always, always connected to a source of infinite love and peace. When we get to this place, and in this space of spiritual understanding and alignment, we become aware that happiness is not something to be pursued externally, but it's an intrinsic quality of who we are. When we wake up to who we are in a state of bliss. Bliss. When you bring yourself to that place where you realize in the center of your being there is an infinite well of love and joy, you will be experiencing bliss. We understand in these states of consciousness that we are not victims of circumstances, but powerful creators of our reality. By learning to do this, by choosing to focus on love, peace, and joy, we invite these very qualities to manifest in our experience. The conscious decision to embrace the positive aspects of life transforms our experience from one of struggle to one of bliss. So it involves consciously choosing, doing our affirmations, affirming that all is well. Again, the conscious decision to see the God, to see the good, to embrace the positive aspects of life will transform your experience from one of struggle to one of bliss. Let's take a moment now to deeply internalize this idea. Maybe close your eyes again for a moment. Breathe deeply and affirm, the peace of spirit is my one goal. I am in harmony with the loving energy of the universe. I choose peace and joy now. Again, the peace of spirit is my one goal. I am in harmony with this loving energy, the loving energy of the universe. I choose peace and joy now. And so it is. Take a moment to reflect now. I'd like you to think about one thing that you're grateful for. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's someone in your family, maybe it's something that's happened or something that's happening. I'd like you to think about one thing you're grateful for today. Knowing that gratitude is causative. Gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting our mindset and aligning ourselves with joy. Have you got it? The one thing? You can have a couple things that you're most grateful for. Repeat after me, the peace of spirit is my one goal. The peace of spirit is my one goal. I center myself in this presence, knowing it responds to me always. I center myself in this presence, knowing it responds to me always. I am one with this loving energy, and I choose happiness now. I'll go over it again. The peace of spirit is my one goal. I center myself in this presence, knowing it responds to me now and always. I'm one with this loving energy, and I choose happiness now. And so it is. Spiritual understanding alone constitutes true salvation. We know we're connected and we have nothing to fear in the universe, those of us who practice this teaching. Spirit works for us by working through us. It's through our belief and receptivity that we open ourselves to good. Dr. Holmes reminds us with a question: how much can you believe? How much can we believe? And the answer is, as much as we can believe will be done unto us. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast ocean of possibilities. Can you see yourself there, standing at the edge of a vast ocean of possibilities? The only limit you have is how much you believe you can achieve. Take a deep breath and dive into those possibilities with faith and confidence. So we have one more affirmation. Let's breathe in deeply and affirm: I open myself up to infinite possibilities. I believe in my worth and my ability to manifest good. I am receptive to the abundance of the universe. And so it is. I open myself to infinite possibilities. I believe in my worth and my ability to manifest good. I'm receptive to the abundance of the universe. And so it is. Ernest Holmes, in his Declaration of Principles, gives us a profound guide to cultivating this inner bliss. He wrote, "We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. We believe in the healing of the sick and the control of conditions through the power of this mind." This principle highlights that we have the power within us to transform our lives by aligning our thoughts with the divine mind. He further said, "We believe that the kingdom of heaven is within man and that we experience this kingdom to the degree that we become conscious of it. This means that our awareness and consciousness of the divine presence within us directly influences our experience of inner bliss and happiness. So the more aware we are, the more conscious we are of this presence that's in us, operating through us, it will directly influence our experience of inner bliss and happiness. The more aware you are that you have it, the more you cultivate a sense of it within you, the more you will have joy and happiness. As we transition now to the time for our personal sharing, let's affirm together the powerful words of Ernest Holmes. We build a new tomorrow, drawing the pattern clear. Our thinking shapes our future, and our actions pave the way. We build a new tomorrow from the patterns formed today, and so it is. An important thing to remember is happiness is a journey, not a destination. We're here, each of us, to learn, grow, and evolve with peace and confidence, knowing all is well. You are not alone on this journey. Look around. There's lots of us here with you. Look at this community. We're all here to support and uplift you, uplift one another. This is an absolutely phenomenal, wonderful community of like-minded people. So take a moment to appreciate the love and the support of this community. Feel the connection you have with all of us, each person here, knowing that we're each inlets and outlets of this divine. Together, we create a powerful field of love and light that uplifts and inspires. Imagine a circle of light surrounding us all right now, each person contributing their unique energy to this radiant field. Feel the warmth and the support of this community, knowing that you never are alone. Repeat after me one more time. I am surrounded by love and support. Together we create a community of light and joy. I am surrounded by love and support. Together we create a community of light and joy. I have a little poem for you to wrap it up today. Cultivating inner bliss. In the garden of the soul, where quiet moments dwell, there lies a seed of bliss with stories yet to tell. Nurtured by our own thoughts and watered by our own dreams, it grows within our hearts in sunlight's gentle beams. Feel the soil beneath your feet, the earth so firm and true, as roots of inner peace take hold in everything you do. Breathe in the fragrant air filled with love's sweet scent. Release the worries of the past and live in this moment spent. With every act of kindness, with every word of grace, we cultivate this garden and find our sacred place. For in this space of stillness, where spirit's whispers flow, we touch the heart of happiness and let our inner light glow. The flowers of forgiveness in colors rich and deep remind us of the promises that in our hearts we keep. The petals of compassion, so soft and pure and bright, guide us through the darkest times and fill our lives with light. So tend this inner garden with tender loving care and find the bliss that lies within, waiting for you there. For happiness is not a chase nor something we must find, but a gentle blooming of the heart and the stillness of the mind. So let's wind down with a short gratitude statement or two. Let's close our eyes, breathe deeply, and think of 3 things, 2 more things you're grateful for. And feel the warmth of gratitude filling your heart. Thank you for being here today, for your continuous support. The things you're grateful for, let your mind be filled with them. Let's move forward with hearts full of gratitude and minds open to the infinite possibilities of joy and happiness. We're now going to turn the cameras over for some time of sharing, time for saying hello. This is an opportunity for us to connect more deeply, sharing our experiences and supporting each other on this journey of cultivating inner bliss and God awareness. So say hello, share what's come up for you. It's a safe space for us to grow together. Your presence and your participation makes our community richer and even more vibrant. And so it is. Thank you.